The WWE Universe just witnessed something absolutely devastating that nobody saw coming. Seth Rollins, one of the most resilient and dedicated superstars in WWE history, was just forced to relinquish his championship and potentially retire from in-ring competition on Monday Night Raw. And here's what makes this situation absolutely infuriating. WWE management knew about his injury status for weeks but still pushed him to defend his title in brutal matches. They exploited his passion and commitment to the fans while his body was breaking down. This is the same company that claims to care about talent wellness, yet they let one of their top champions wrestle through injuries that could end his career permanently. The hypocrisy is staggering, and fans have every right to be furious about how this situation was handled. Let me ask you something right now, and I want you to drop your answer in the comments. Do you think WWE pushed Seth Rollins too hard, knowing he was injured? Or did Seth make the choice himself to keep performing? Let's see where the wrestling community stands on this controversy. What happened on Raw this week will go down as one of the most emotional moments in recent WWE history. Seth Rollins came out to address the WWE Universe, and you could see the pain in his eyes before he even spoke a word. This wasn't just physical pain from his injuries. This was the emotional devastation of a man who's dedicated his entire adult life to professional wrestling, now facing the reality that his body might not let him continue doing what he loves most. Seth explained that he's been wrestling through multiple injuries over the past several months, including severe damage to his knee that's been getting progressively worse with every match. The reports coming from backstage sources indicate that medical staff had repeatedly advised him to take extended time off, but between WWE's demanding schedule and his own refusal to let down the fans, he kept pushing forward. That dedication is admirable, but it's also heartbreaking because now we're looking at potential career-ending damage. Here's a trivia question for the comment section. How many times has Seth Rollins won a world championship in WWE? Drop your answer below and let's see who the real Seth Rollins fans are. The moment Seth placed the championship belt in the center of the ring and walked away, you could hear the collective gasp from the audience. Grown men and women in that arena were crying. Social media immediately exploded with fans expressing their devastation and anger. The trending topics on Twitter were flooded with messages of support for Seth, but also with criticism directed at WWE's management for how they handle their talent's health and well-being. Now, before we go any further, we have a quick request for you. We are constantly working to improve our content to earn your love and support. That's why we would truly appreciate it if you could take a moment to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update here on Wrestling Zone Insider. What makes this situation even more complicated is the timing. Seth Rollins was in the middle of what many consider to be one of the best championship runs of his career. His matches have been consistently excellent, his promos have been captivating, and his connection with the audience has never been stronger. To see it all come crashing down like this feels cruel and unjust. The backstage reaction has been equally emotional. Multiple wrestlers posted tributes to Seth on social media within hours of Raw going off the air. His closest friends in the locker room, including people like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, shared heartfelt messages about Seth's professionalism, leadership, and passion for the business. These aren't just colleagues, these are brothers who've watched Seth sacrifice his body night after night for the entertainment of millions. But let's address the elephant in the room: WWE's role in all of this. The company has a wellness policy that's supposed to protect performers, yet time and time again we see wrestlers pushed beyond their limits. Seth Rollins isn't the first superstar to face this situation, and unfortunately, he probably won't be the last. The question that needs to be asked is, when will WWE prioritize long-term health over short-term profits and storylines? Drop a comment and tell me, should WWE be held accountable for wrestlers competing while injured? What changes need to happen to protect these performers? The injury Seth has been dealing with isn't just a minor issue that needs a few weeks of rest. According to medical experts who've analyzed his condition based on available information, he's potentially looking at multiple surgeries and extensive rehabilitation that could take anywhere from 6 months to over a year. And even then, there's no guarantee he'll be cleared to return to active competition. The human body can only take so much punishment, and professional wrestling is one of the most physically demanding forms of entertainment in the world. What happens next is the big question on everyone's mind. Will we see Seth Rollins wrestle again? Will he transition into a non-wrestling role within WWE? Could he potentially leave WWE altogether once his contract situation is sorted out? These are all possibilities that fans are going to have to consider as this story develops over the coming weeks and months. One thing that's certain is that Seth Rollins has already cemented his legacy as one of the all-time greats. His contributions to WWE over the past decade plus have been immeasurable. From his days as part of the Shield alongside Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, to his multiple World Championship reigns, to his incredible matches against everyone from Brock Lesnar to Edge Styles to Edge, Seth has consistently delivered at the highest level. The outpouring of support from fans worldwide has been incredible to witness. The hashtag in support of Seth has been trending globally, with fans sharing their favorite Seth Rollins moments and matches. It's a reminder that while wrestling is predetermined entertainment, the emotions it creates and the connections between performers and fans are absolutely real. Final trivia question before we wrap up: can you name the pay-per-view event where Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank contract? Leave your answer in the comments. This situation with Seth Rollins should serve as a wake-up call for WWE and the entire professional wrestling industry. These performers put their bodies on the line every single week, and they deserve to be protected and supported by the companies they work for. The conversation about wrestler health and safety needs to continue and evolve, because no championship, no storyline, and no profit margin is worth destroying someone's quality of life. We'll continue following this story closely here on Wrestling Zone Insider and bring you every update as it develops. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you don't miss any breaking news about Seth's condition and WWE's plans moving forward. Drop your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comments section below. The wrestling community needs to have this conversation, and your voice matters. Stay strong, Seth Rollins fans. We're all hoping for the best possible outcome in this devastating situation.